Hello everyone, welcome to my Mariachi Master Series. 11 weeks, 5 chapters per week, and of course, homework, which is probably the most important thing. That's where you're gonna get your takeaways, that's where you're gonna let this seep into your musical being, and you have to find the love in the process and feeling guilty if you don't get to your instrument and getting to it every day. I promise you, if we get into that type of a mindset, in the long run, people are going to look at you and say, man, I wonder what happened to that guy, without knowing all the time that you put into it on your own accord. It's important for us as musicians, as directors, as passionate musicians, to know who the greatest directors were and who the influencers were that played the trumpet, and who was the first trumpet player, and who came after him, and who were the greatest mariachi violinists, which is subjective, but there are certain people that help to move this style forward. Also, who were the big singers like José Alfredo Jiménez, Miguel Aceves Mejía, Jorge Negrete, Pedro Infante, Lola Beltrán, Amalia Mendoza. All these people we should know about, know their recordings, and know how they influence, especially José Alfredo. My belief is that the way that mariachi music is interpreted came a lot from the way that he interpreted his songs. So if we're in tune to these things, and now this speaks about our listening, knowing what albums to listen to, now I speak about two different types of listening, analytical listening and leisure listening. I don't mean just putting it on and having some food or having it in the background. I mean analytical listening, where we put José Alfredo on and we listen to the music, to how it was recorded, to how he interpreted it, and how his interpretation is directly linked to how Cipriano Silva, if you guys don't know who that is, we'll get into that later, and you should, how he is interpreting the music, how Miguel Martinez interpreted it, and how those great trumpet players have a line of people that have followed them, and how we digest that in the present day. So mariachi history, music history, and music appreciation, most of all, to be able to do this with respect and with dignity. The most prolific and the best musicians that I've ever been around in my life, I'm currently playing with some legends under the direction of Maestro José Hernández and Mariachi Sol de Mexico, have been consequently the people that work the hardest, that have invested in their musicianship, that invest time and energy into practicing, that invest time and energy in looking for mentorship. By the fact that you guys are watching this already shows the inclination to want to look for mentorship and want to help yourselves to get better. If you don't play a harmonic instrument like the guitar or the vihuela or the piano for that matter, I challenge everybody to learn a harmonic instrument so that you're able to hear what these things sound like, and you're not waiting to go to a computer for it to play it back to you. So the homework every week, listening, playing, watching the courses over if you need to do it. And again, most importantly, finding the love and the joy in the process and wanting to get to it and wanting to get better and knowing how that's going to benefit us in the long run. Let's get to it. I'm Adrian Vaca. Welcome to my Mariachi Master Series.